tripping again, we got YT in our pocket to connect. So y'all make sure y'all follow me. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put up my little promotional note. It's okay. Hey Tisha. It's okay. We are working on a digital planner today. So many people have been submitting their information to get their Canva certificates for Canva one-on-one. So if you haven't did it yet, check your email for Canva one-on-one certificate. And let me show you how they look. This is how they look, y'all. I'm so excited. I have some more to work on today. I finally made it. Grandma has a message, so I fell behind for a minute. Oh, listen, you made it. You hear her, Tisha. Come get her. She loud for no reason. Yes, come on, because I know your 9 and 10 assignments are almost done or done. T, did you get your certificate, T? I be trying to remember the names. Or did you not? Because I don't think this T is you, but I think, oh man. Was that first T you? Am I tripping? Or is it this one, Creative 25T? If it's a Creative 25T, can you also let me know if it's okay to share it on social media? Let me know. So yes, so a lot of people have started to get their certificate for completing one-on-one. And if you still want to get your certificate, I made it very, very like easy for you because the biggest thing is those assignments. So here on my TT page, you go to the Canva one-on-one playlist. Assignments 1 through 10 are there. Some of them are a lot quicker. 9 and 10 is when we really started designing things using what we learned from 1 through 8. And those are the public view link that you will send to me to get your certificate. Okay, perfect. I'll post yours in the next batch that I'll be working on today. So congratulations to y'all. I also, for those inside the Canva Academy, and I need to let everybody know this, in Classroom, I made it easier for y'all to get y'all's as well. So I got this module now. Instead of saying Explore Canva, it's Canva one-on-one. And when you go inside of there, you will see, which I need to move this to the top. Let's do this to the top. Let's do this. And this is just the links that takes you straight. Why is this not moving? To the assignments and to the live classes that we did on these assignments. And then the links to the certificate. Yes, yay, y'all, for real. So I did add that in there. Then of course everything else is still in there. But I've added that part inside the Canva Academy. It'll be easier for y'all to find it. Okay. And then we got assignments. Let me make sure okay, yeah, we good. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on this planner for today. Okay, perfect. I got you, T. I'll post yours in this next batch. So the first thing you want to do is click on planner. If you don't see it right here, then you can just go to search and do planner. Mommy. Yes, ma'am. Can you wash my shirt? What's wrong with it? Oh, is it? And you can see different planner ideas and inspirations and things that can help you. But if you click it from this home page, and let me show you this, you will see if you click planner. Yes, we just started. It's going to bring you to a blank one, right? But on this left-hand side is where you can see design templates. So I usually like clicking on the planner at the top and then using design templates to get my inspirations and ideas from right here. So I can continue to work on the side. If you already a part of communities like DBA or RBA that has those of those done for you products, then you can still utilize them, but bring them into Canva to add a different cover page. At minimum, you should change the cover page for your done for you products, right? Because if you think about it, if you have access to those products, so does everyone else. And if you keep it the same, you're going to be looking like somebody else. So it's always best practice when you get done for you or PLR products to at least change the cover. And then once you're in the inside, you can change the text, you can change the colors to meet your brand. You know, always proofread because there are certain templates and bundles that you can tell is in like a different language, or if you're doing a checklist, some of the items you may not want on yours. So always proofread them. But we're going to create one from scratch really quick, just the first few pages, so you can get a flow and idea of some of the main foundational things you need to consider when creating a digital planner. Okay. So first things first is your cover. For your cover, you can have binder rings. You cannot. It's not binder rings, tabs, or you cannot. It's totally up to you. But let me show you both ways. So I'm gonna go to Elements, and I'm just gonna find a cover. Of course, I would definitely suggest you creating your own using Dreamlab, ChatGPT, Midjourney, whatever platform you want to use to create your own image. So from the jump, you know your image is unique. Okay. As a matter of fact, I ran an image earlier. Hold on. Not earlier, but recently. Let's use one of our own girls. Let's get you. And we're going to make a planner out of her. I'm going to copy this image. So this is ChatGPT. If you inside the Canva Academy, you have access to that GPT that I'm just showing with those queens. If you look under the designing tips module, you will see one-click custom GPT. You must have ChatGPT 4 to use it, but these will allow you to create images with one click. I'm going to show you too where if you click on this, you can click on this eye and it'll show the prompt. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to take this prompt and go into Dreamlab. Let's go to Dreamlab for a second.
Mommy, how to wash my hands?
Okay. Wash your hands, big girl. Uh-oh. And you can take that prompt, or you can even take the prompt while it's inside of ChatGPT and paste it and change up the color of her shirt. Or maybe you don't want the crown. Maybe you want an iPad in her hand. But that one click will save you so much time with trying to create something prompt wise from scratch. Okay. Let me show you Dreamlab. So to get the Dreamlab, this is Canva. You have access to it if you have Canva Pro or Canva Free. Canva Pro, you just get 500 credits a month, which is 4 images per credit. Canva Free, you get 25. As a recommendation, I know people don't want to do this, but I recommend you show people how to how to create a funeral program to save on them coins, because I just had to create one. Oh, I got you. No, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We can definitely, let me take a picture of that. Put that on our list to create one day. You hear her washing her hands, girl. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Hey, Cynthia, where you been? How are you? Hey, Mommy, welcome back, girl. We creating today, girl. Okay, so make me an image. If you don't see Dreamlab on this left hand side, you can do make me an image. Thank you for grabbing your heart meat for today. To grab your heart meat is 1 coin, and this purple, not purple, Jesus, this orange heart at the top by my name. So I'm going to do an aspect ratio of this one, or do I want, let's do 9:16. And then I'm going to paste that prompt from ChatGPT, and we can do smart. We can do cinematic. And every time I change the style, let me show y'all.
It's red.
No, it's not. Go show daddy. Illustration, and you hit create. You're going to see your coins go down right here at the bottom, but it's going to generate 4 images for you. One of the recent things that they did change inside of here, see, I already don't like that. Is instead of that arrow that used to send your prompt back up to the top to reuse it, you would hit this copy prompt button to send it back to the top. This lets you know the size that you use in the actual style. These two are new features. All these are new features that they just did in Dreamlab. I don't like none of these. So I'm going to take out this part because it's sticking to that little one part in the beginning. And I'm going to rerun those. Illustration, Smart. Let's also run Vibrant. So far, ChatGPT is winning with this cover. Some people too, you can come into ChatGPT and say, "Hey, I'm creating a digital planner for ABCD. Please help me create a cover." You can do that as well. Yeah, I don't like these. I like ChatGPT version of these better. Something else in this prompt it don't like, but that's okay because we got her. I like her a lot better. A lots better. Hey, Brittany. Did your bestie tell you that I finally was able to meet her? When she first came to the table, I had walked away to go see Kurt Franklin on the other side. And my mom was like, somebody came out looking for you. I said, oh my gosh, that's probably Brittany's friend. But then when it was time for us to get ready to go, she came back through and I was able to meet her. So thank you for sending her. She was so sweet. So sweet. I'm gonna take this image, and this is what we're gonna use for our, if I can find it, for our thing. So I'm gonna go to upload. Hey, Miss Too Nice, how are you? I do use Midjourney if I'm creating more like realistic things. I do. My girl Ashley, she's the co-creator of the Canva Academy with me. She does the heavy AI for us. As a matter of fact, she created this GPT for me. Well, she helped me create it. I couldn't do it without her. I'm going to stretch it. Y'all know if you don't like to stretch anything, you can always use Magic Grab to help you. But let's just say, I want to move this over too. So if I was creating this cover and I didn't want my tab, then I would be over here and I would slide it this way just so I can add my binder rings. So let's add some binder rings. So you go to Elements and you literally look for binder rings. They know what I mean. We're going to do see all in graphics. And these are all the different options that you have, but I'm going to use these free ones just so you can see what you can do even if you don't have Canva Pro. Boom. We're going to duplicate this. You can make them as small or big as you would like. That is totally up to you. Close this gap just a little bit. Still see it. All right. And then maybe one more. And I'm just going to crop it a little bit so it won't fall off the page as much. All right, so for this particular one, I do need to crop it. You won't let me get down there. Hold on. Or I can just leave it. Let's not make it a big deal. Let's drag this up just a tidbit. Okay. So you can see how you can have binder rings on here, or you don't have to have them. So let me show you what it looked like without them. So let's take these off, but this time let's just do tabs. I think I see a lot of people choose to leave the binder rings off the cover now. I guess it's literally all personal preference. That's the thing about these. It's all personal preference. But if you're doing a printable one, even if they use it on their iPad, if you give them the option to print it, you don't need binder rings and tabs anyway. These are for ones if you're using them on your devices. Okay. So let's go back to shapes. This is how you make your tabs, by using shapes. Hey, Miss Stone, how are you? I'm doing good, Ashley. Thank you. So this particular one I'm about to do now can be for digital, because if you're doing print, you don't need tabs or rings because it won't do nothing for them. So this is more for if you're using it in GoodNotes or Penly or Notability or OneNote, because your tabs can be interactive to navigate throughout it. But if you was doing a printable one, then you would just fill this whole page with your cover. And then every page after this will be filled with your information inside versus having rings and tabs. Let me know if that makes sense. But if you wanted to do a digital one where they're using it on their device, then you can add the rings and tabs. So let's just add some tabs. Let's do some square tabs. Let's change this color. So I'm going to hit this color at the top. I am going to, you can either scroll down and see if they got the photo colors right here, or if you got a specific color that doesn't show up, you can click add a new color and hit the color picker. Remember our color picker? So we can do that as well, especially if you want like 2 shades. Then let me show you what you can do. You can make these smaller, because if you're doing 12 months, you would need these to be small. And then you can duplicate it. If we create an image on Dreamlab, can we save the image? Yes, you can. That download button, let me show you really quick. On here, so you see this download button at the bottom left-hand corner? This is how you can download it. Yep, that's a great question. All right, so I duplicated that. And then we can change the color to another color. Let's do a darker version maybe. So now what I can do is just grab these two and duplicate it. So I'm making sure I'm keeping my spacing the same. So y'all saw those purple numbers that popped up in between. That's so me keep my spacing. I did them again, highlighted. I got 0.20 between them. And then you can just use this. So how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. So we need this set here. And if you get to the point where you need more space, you're going to have to make your tabs smaller, or in my case, bring them closer together. So I can just slide these over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 clicks brings it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot that time. So y'all see how when I move it all the way over, those purple numbers start to pop up in between to let me know it's even. Y'all use that to make sure your stuff is even. Or you can always use tidy up as well. Let me show that one. So I'm just going to slide these up like this, just so I can get to that bottom one. So this is my last one. I can highlight all of these from the top to the bottom. Then what I can do is click on these 3 dots, space evenly, tidy up. And it tidies up and make those spaces in between a lot faster for you. So it just, oh, look at that. That's cute on her face. It'll make it better for you. Hey, Nakia. Let me check my comments, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you are new here, my name is Bree, the Digital Queenpreneur, and I definitely teach female entrepreneurs in Corey, and I'm a tall boy, how to use Canva to create, market, and sell digital products. And we, of course, we do a lot more, but that's the foundation of what we do. We just had a round of Canva one-on-one. Shout out to Hillman Talk. That was a blessing to be a part of. Now we're taking some of those skills that we've learned, now that people are getting their Canva one-on-one certificates, and creating digital products again, right? So we're doing that rotation to creating these digital products, with Planner being one of them that you're seeing on the screen right now. The digital versions of your digital products, especially like planners or journals that's going to be tabbed or hyperlinked, are more for your note-taking apps like GoodNotes, Penly, OneNote, Notability, that you will upload this product to and use it on your device. If you do it printable, you don't even need tabs or binder rings. You will fill the entire page with what you are creating. And when I say page, that's a planner standard page of 8.5 by 11 inches. If you was to do a double-sided journal or planner, you would do 11 by 8.5 inches. Okay. So right now we was just adding tabs, getting them to group in space evenly. Now what I want to do is send these tabs to the back. So this is the effect that you're going to get. So now they look like tabs once you get them set up right and move them to the back. Okay, let me do a quick comment check. The fact that you're so detailed with ChatGPT, I was wondering why mine. Yes, the more details, the better. I use the describe feature a lot as well. So if I see a photo of inspiration, I can upload it to ChatGPT and ask it to please describe the image. And then I take that prompt and run my own versions of it until I find something that I like. But that's one of the easiest ways to get a detailed prompt. Is this okay? I remember that question. Um, Thank you for the follows. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. We can get to 5K, y'all. We can get to 5K. Yes, thanks for mentioning GoodNotes and other applications. Can we create and sell in those platforms? So you can definitely create in those platforms. I know GoodNotes has a store that you can sell things in. I just haven't tapped into it, but my girl Marshall, who is also a DQ, and she's inside of our Canva Academy, she did a actual class for us, and she showed us the actual store part where people do sell inside of GoodNotes. So if you go to creating digital product module, if you inside of DQ Canva Academy, you will see the creating digital planners with Marsha. And this was an entire step-by-step class for creating a planner. So y'all make sure y'all tune back into some of these classes if you need refreshers, or if it's your first time inside of here, you can find it by doing what I just showed you. Or you can go to Classroom and go to live class replays, and you'll see all the classes we've had. And with one of them being creating digital planners. We also had a GoodNotes class. So that actually showed how to use the planners inside of GoodNotes. Excuse me. And we went into details with the store in this one too. Hey V, what's up, girl? Hey Anna, thank y'all for grabbing your heart me. Hey Valor, I love that you take it slow and show everything. Thank you. I try my best. I appreciate that. And if I do speed up at any time and you need me to rewind it back, that is fine. Hold up. We getting certificates. My girlfriend said, look at you getting smart. Tell her cheers to you. Yes. So I'm a top boy. Look in your email for Canva one-on-one certificate, and you will see the form that you'll need to fill out, and just drop the public view link for your assignment 9 and 10, and I will send you a certificate. She clowning your South Carolina accent, but I'm telling her to hush because we learned it. She don't know how to do nothing in Canva. Listen, people get me all the time about this accent. They either think I'm from the South, which I am, or they think I'm from New Orleans, which I don't know how that happens, but I get it all the time. Okay, 1 second. Just wait. Tell her I said, hey, and come join us. I don't mind teaching her Canva too if she want to learn. Hey, Charlene. What's the name of your program, please? Yes, it's DQ Canva Academy. So if you click my face right here, it's going to pop up again. Click it one more time, and it'll take you to my BIO on here. Click that LINK. It'll take you to my stand. And I think it's the second option now. Hold on, y'all. I changed some things around. As a matter of fact, let me start on TikTok and show y'all what I mean by LINK and BIO. We can't say it on here, so I'm going to spell it. Hey, y'all. Okay, I send me my fingerprinted computer. So when you click my face twice, this is the page you're going to land on. There's a LINK and my BIO that you will click, and it's going to take you to my store. I did do some rearranging and cleaning up. Some of y'all done already told me. Y'all saw it. So this is the DQ Canva Academy. Once you open it up and you go down to the bottom, put in code READY, READY. So let me show you where you'll put it at. So this is just give you more information about it versus what I'm telling you. It tells you about, we do have weekly mentoring calls. So every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, I get on Zoom with them to answer questions, to share anything that I need to share in this space. Sometimes we need to record to do tutorials on things. I take that opportunity to get feedback from them about different ways that I can improve the Canva Academy or any of the products that we release. hear anything that they need so I can create new tutorials and we just keep building from there. It's a great for where are you on your journey type of thing. Some people enter this space and they don't know nothing about really what they want to do, especially Canva. Because once you inside of here, we don't jump straight into Canva actually, and I'll show you in a minute. We want you to start with your foundation if you don't have that already. What is your niche? Who is your target audience? What problems do they currently have? How can you solve that problem, and which product is the solver, right? So if you just jump straight into Canva and you create digital products without massaging that foundation and making sure that this is a current problem your audience have, you would start running into the situation of throwing spaghetti to the wall, right? Instead of being intentional before you even walk into the Canva space to create. So that's what we really, really heavy on. And then everything else is just bonuses and thank yous for being inside and on this journey with us, right? This is some testimonies and things if y'all want to read as well. Hold on. This is adding RBA, but this is what I wanted to show you. So if you go here and put ready, make sure you hit apply. It will bring this down to literally under $100. That is a one-time payment for lifetime access, and you can still get instant access even if you use payment plans, okay? So yes, I know you asked one question. I went down that whole ruah, but I'm out now. Okay. All right. Let me make sure. Hey, how are you? Birds for on purpose. Love it. Let me check something. Hold on. Okay. Hey, Tony. Welcome in. Okay. So we got our tabs. Hey, Ashley. We got our tabs now. So here's where you can add your month. So let's hit T on our keyboard to bring up a text box, or you can come over here on the text and grab one from your brand kit or add a text box here. So of course, JAN. Hey, Miss Debbie. Why didn't let me type? That's how you feel about me today? And that's okay. Oh, wait. Is it my keyboard going dead? What is the problem? Okay, there we go. What is the problem? I am going to zoom in just a tad bit because I can't see y'all. We're going to turn this. Why is it doing this? It's hiding up here. There we go. I couldn't get it. All right, let's do 90 degrees. And we got January. And then you'll duplicate this and you'll put February. You know, y'all see we're going March, April, May. Keep going, June, July. You can do what I'm doing right now too, is duplicating it all the way down since it keeps that distance. Y'all see how I don't think I'm hitting duplicate and it's putting it perfectly on the tab. You can duplicate JAN all the way down and then just go in and update them. I put too many letters. Y'all see? So you can do that as well if you need to move just a little bit faster. My keyboard is really not, it's got to be going dead. Oh my gosh. That's okay. We got the keyboard right here. This one I just can expand out a little bit to get the MAR on there. And if we need to slide over just a tad bit, we can, like that. And then you just put your months all the way down. I do highly suggest hyperlinking at the end. So that way you already have your pages in order how you want them to be. And it'll be easier for you to hyperlink them. Tips on designing my own brand. Oh, that's a good one. One of the tips that I would suggest to, do you already have your colors, text, and things, or you starting from there? Or are you saying, like, I have my brands, how do I incorporate them or put them in Canva to use them? Let me know, because I could go down the whole rabbit hole that you didn't even ask me. You have nothing. Perfect. I've created 2 ebooks so far on Canva, but it took me a while. Okay, I got you. So if you have nothing, first you want to just sit down and start doing some brain talk, right? Some brand conversational topics to figure out what colors you want to go with. What feeling do you want someone to have when they see your brand. And one of the things that you can do is do that inside of ChatGPT. So when I was coming up with, especially my brand colors, because I had to switch from a whole nother brand, um, I just started talking about, how I want my audience to feel when they see my logo, when they see the colors, who was my audience, and like the mission and things that I have behind it. And I asked it for a color combination, hex codes, and brand font. So I started with fonts and colors, right? You can also go to colors. Let me show you what Canva has to give you some ideas as well. I also went on Pinterest looking for color palettes to see what color palettes that I liked. But this is also a place, canva.com/colors. So you can look at color palette ideas, color meanings, because colors really do have a meaning, especially depending on how you combine them. So you can be very intentional about what you pick for your branding. You want to make sure it gives off that right touch, right? Anything deeper than what I just said with branding, Misha Nicole is your girl. That's the girl. She definitely helped me get my branding all the way together. But one of the things I had to do when I rebranded was think about how I wanted my audience to feel when it came to my brand, and got certain ideas and suggestions when it came to color palettes and the actual font itself. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Thank you for pinning that, sis, because I did not see it. Should you create your own brand? Sounds like a dumb question. No, that is not a dumb question. And yes, you should. You should. Everyone talks about having a niche, but I feel like or having oh wait a minute. Everyone talks about having a niche, but I feel or have feeling I have a wide variety of things. I was that same way in the OGDQs know I talked about this a lot. I was that same way when I first started. But the reason why it's better for you to have a niche because you can be intentional, right? I'd rather pitch myself to 100 people that's in my niche than pitch it to 1 million and only 1% of them are even interested in my niche. The more you niche down, the more intentional and direct you can be. It's not even boxing yourself in, because in the beginning, when you're learning this, it's easier to do it with a niche. Trust me on this. Like now I'm expanding to other niches because I got this one down pat. Because you're going to be applying the same things that you're learning from a foundational standpoint across whatever other niches you want. But when you're first starting off, sticking to one niche allows you to be very intentional and direct with your audience, which increases your chances of being able to make those connections, make those sales, not confuse the algorithm. Because that was another thing. I would post about this, then post about this, then post about this. TT didn't know who to put me in front of. So it just started putting my stuff out there, but I got stuck in the what we call 200 to 300 view because it was so confused because my niche was all over the place. But if you can be very specific, and it also helps with search engine optimization, niching down. But if you have other niches that you eventually want to tap into, write them down, do a brain dump on all that so you can come back to it. But focus on one, get that down pat, and then you can be able to apply that to other niches as you start branching out and building your brand and your business. That was a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Chrissy. Okay, how do you decide your niche? Think about something you talk about all the time, something that you have really good experience with, something that you wish somebody would have helped you with, right? For me, let me use me for example, and I know one more example I can use. I had a crafting business in 2017 called Impression Print. Created all kind of things, but you learned Photoshop. So I learned Photoshop back in 2007, and then my husband introduced me to Canva. So I was never inside of Canva when I first started this journey, until I was introduced to it. And I was like, maybe I should look into this. And then when I got inside of it, it was something that I was doing every day. A lot of people who do health and wellness and lifestyle, it's because they do those things every day. So if you go to the gym every day, you do these shake proteins every morning, you journal, you meditate, you do yoga, you have kidney disease, or you're battling cancer or PCOS, and you want to help people and give them information and things that you may have learned the hard way, but you want to help other young ladies that was just like you in that space to do something about it. If you a nail tech, yes, or do hair, or you even have information on growing healthy hair because you will do your own hair routine every day. So think about something that you already doing, that you got experience with, that you have a passion about, that you can help other people with. I didn't even realize that teaching Canva was going to be a thing for me until I started doing it. Trust me, no matter what your niche is, somebody need it. You just got to get it in front of them and make sure you're positioning yourself to let them know that they have a problem and you have the solution. So that's one of the best ways to do it, is to think about something that you do already and you can talk about all the time and be able to apply that as your niche. Let me know if that helps, okay? You're too cute. Thanks for the information. Thank you. Let me do a chat check. Hey, Sabrina. You're so welcome. No, that y'all needed this information. You're welcome. So I should start doing one thing first, like ebooks. Yes. One thing at a time. I don't know how many times I be telling the DQs that, and I had to start doing it myself lately, and it really makes a difference. Like one thing at a time. Because what you want to do, if you learn the foundation and get your flow and really start understanding what you need to do, it'll make it so much easier for you to add to your portfolio or be able to really utilize these resources that you're learning without just out here trying to figure it out and overwhelming yourself with over information overload or overthinking because you're so all over the place. That's another reason why it's better for you to pick something you're passionate about, because during those days when you don't feel like doing nothing, you don't feel like getting out the bed, you don't feel like working on your business, your passion is what's going to give you that ounce of energy that you need. Another thing is community. That was really the prime reason why I started the Canva Academy and built the DQ community, because whenever you in times where you need that prep talk, you need somebody to look over something, you need somebody to just understand where you are. Sometimes you can't always find that through family and friends because they're not walking in that space. So this is one of those areas where I realized people couldn't really help me if they wasn't in the space, because you got to be in it to really understand and know what I'm going through. Another reason why it's important to pick a niche, because they know firsthand that you know what you're talking about because you're talking to them directly. Okay. So yes, start with one thing. Okay, sorry y'all. I want to make different passive income streams, and you can. You're gonna start with one, get yourself together with that one, and then you got different programs and things that will allow you to open the door for multiple streams of income. I have multiple streams of income, but on certain platforms, in certain spaces, in certain areas, I'm a niche, right? That doesn't stop you. Niching down doesn't stop you from having multiple streams of incomes at all. As a matter of fact, you're going to start being surprised at how many multiple streams of income you can have from one niche. You just got to get started to understand it, because right now you don't understand it because it's new for you. So you're not seeing the dots that's going to connect for you once you start with your foundation and start with one thing. Then once you get those foundational skills and understanding down pat, you can do what you want to do with it. Because that was one of my hardest parts, was being able to get that foundation. Okay. Learning how to work with that will free your mind. Hey, Sayo. Yes. Okay, sorry, y'all. Hey, Sabrina, did I speak to you already? If I didn't, hey again. I need to niche down and stop overthinking. Yes. And then listen, I'll remember there was a point too where I kind of thought I needed to pivot my niche because another trending niche was happening. No, we do foundation because if you catch yourself going down these other rabbit holes and these niche paths because somebody else is doing it, then you're not going to be able to really truly fall and walk in that true potential for you. So start out with your hobbies, things that you love to do, things that you do every day, something that you can talk about all day and be experiment, and then use that model that you hear, turn your passion into a profit. But don't try to pick a niche based on profits, because if you don't really have that connection with it, it's going to eventually show. That's why some people you see, they're going to switch to the next thing, switch to the next thing, switch to the next thing, because they don't have that foundation. When you building your brand and you building a foundation, you thinking long term. You thinking about the levels that you're going to be able to take on this journey with these individuals because it's a passion of yours. Okay, sorry, y'all. Back to the comments. Y'all to make me get deep. We were supposed to be doing this planner. We're supposed to be doing this planner. Hey, Mompreneur Profits. Can I get a watercolor effect on Canva on your images? I need some water. Hey, Miss Monique. I haven't forgot about you either. I'ma get to that tutorial. Oh wait, why this thing highlighting? Oh, Ashley, hold on.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay. Hi guys. So I wanted to come up here real quick because a lot of people are asking about the niche, and I think niche scares people.
Mm-hmm.
Scares them to the fact of like, no, I don't want to just talk about one thing, but nobody's telling you to talk about one thing. It's understanding who you're communicating with, and I would say sometimes before even understanding your niche, maybe understand your target audience. Like, who specifically do you want to talk to? And then from there, you can pick a niche inside of that. And it's not a product. So I saw somebody earlier say, can I start with ebooks? Ebooks are just a product. Just like digital products, physical products, or whatever, they are a product. But they can cover, they can talk to a multitude of audiences, right? They can fit in a multitude of niches. So start with understanding, like, who do you want to speak to first? And then maybe where does your brand fit inside of the niche? What problem are you solving? What solution can you offer to that specific group of people or whatever? And maybe start there, and that will help you figure out what your niche is, meaning what is your unique position in this space. And then even when it comes to products and stuff or whatever, you can have multiple products in the same niche. So let's say you are more on, like, let's say the nursing side, and maybe your niche is that you help nursing students study. You can have multiple products. You can have a digital planner. You can have journals. You can have physical products. They all fit inside the niche of you helping nursing students, right? Even if it's merchandise and it says like student nurse life, whatever, y'all know I ain't saying that right, but something of that nature, that's still in the same niche. So I hope that kind of like gives a little clarity with some people, like understanding who you're talking to will help you understand what steps to go to next, so that you're not overthinking it. And ChatGPT can really help you sometimes figure that out. You can pose questions to ChatGPT and say, hey, this is what I want to do, or I don't know what I want to do. Can you ask me some questions to help me figure that out?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If y'all don't know who that lovely person is talking, that is my girl Ashley. That's who I was talking about earlier. As a matter of fact, right before she joined, we always talking each other up, y'all. It's crazy. But that's who I was talking about earlier when I was talking about the co-creator of the DQ Canva Academy, and that helps us a lot with AI, creating images, utilizing ChatGPT. She was the one I mentioned that helped me with my own GPT that we used to create this photo. So y'all make sure y'all follow my girl Ashley, because you see Ashley, you see Bree, you see Bree, you see Ashley. Sorry, that's just
Y'all, kids on spring break, so I just been enjoying. I've been on FB. I've been on FB over there chilling over there. But, so if y'all need anything, y'all can feel free to message either, one of us about the academy. But y'all got this. Just we gotta stop overthinking. A lot of us do that. Me and Bree still do that.
Yep. We literally just finished talking about that. So that's why we tell y'all it happens, but you start to find ways to get through it. Because once you figure out how to get through it, it doesn't stop it from happening. Like you just know what you need to do so you can get past that part and move on to the next step.
Yeah, you get past it fast.
Yep.
Kind of like have these moments like me and Bria have. I'd be like, I need to just stay. I got to keep talking about shit.
Yeah.
You just keep on moving because you know you don't kind of like have a choice. You also have to be realistic with yourself. Like Bree's an action taker, so she knows that she can do stuff like this. I'm more of a procrastinator, right? So it takes me a little bit longer to do stuff, but I celebrate when I do get it done, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you have to also celebrate yourself or celebrate yourself and be okay with small things, write things down, but you got to like get it out of your head and stick or whatever, especially that niche thing. That's a scary word for most people because it's like, what? Huh?
Right.
You'll find yourself niching down and you didn't even realize it. That's what happened to me. I didn't even realize it, and then it ended up being something good for me because it made me focus on what I wanted to do. You know, so you just have to think about it. It has to be something like Bree said earlier, like something you don't mind talking about is the part that people miss. It has to be something that you don't mind talking about, you don't mind expanding on, you don't mind making multiple products on, or whatever, and then you can move on to something else. But if somebody comes to your page, like I've seen some people pages or their not their pages, like their websites, and it's like, whoa.
That was mine, girl, when I first started. I was confused. I didn't know what to tell you what to buy. I just threw up stuff.
Yeah. So if you're confused, you have to go back sometimes and step back into the customer's journey. So when the customer comes and looks through it, look through their eyes, and sometimes it's hard for us not to do it as the seller or the creator. You got to go back through the customer's mind. If you were a customer, how would you feel? Would you feel it's easy? Would you feel it's hard to understand or whatever? Sometimes you have to kind of like step back, and that's okay too. You got to take stuff down that you thought everybody told you to make out here. Sometimes you got to take that down and start over, or you just have to revamp it. Sometimes stuff just needs to be revamped. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
always mean that it has to be um, taken away or thrown away. Sometimes you just need to fix it.
Yes. And that's the thing too. This is a good quick introduction too for you all. So Ashley and I know the DQs know this, but this is my first time mentioning it to y'all on live. I promised y'all it was coming, but we just didn't know when. But Ashley and I is actually hosting a 3-day workshop. So yes, you get both of us for these 3 days. And it's for individuals who already have their products. Cause like Ashley just said, sometimes you just need to polish it a little bit. So that's why we literally calling it polish to profit. And let me show you where that one's at. Sometimes you just need to polish it up. Sometimes you need to just go back to the drawing board with it, and fix the promo stuff, fix your mock-ups, fix your messaging, fix who you putting it in front of, because you may have it in front of the wrong audience. But that's what this polish to profit 3-day workshop is for. And we have a code for live DQs. Y'all have your own code inside of the community. But let me see. Lord, I done forgot the code. Hold on. Okay, Ashley got y'all with the code. So that's for being on live. If you in the Canva Academy, use your code in there. If you on live, then you can still join us and let Ashley and I help you. Yes, you would get this prep talk from us probably every class. I'm sorry. It comes with it because we know y'all need it, because a lot of time is mental, right? So if you have products that you already have done and you just not confident in it, or you needed to polish it up some, whether that's the marketing, the product itself, we're going to look at all of it anyway, because there may be things that you didn't see that either the DQs inside the or anybody, you're a DQ regardless. Once you join our community, that's just what happens. And the DQs may see, or something that we may see that you didn't see, or just knowing that you got that team that's supporting you and making sure you're doing it right, and putting your marketing and messaging out there the right way. So that is what this was one of my newest items I added yesterday, I think, to my store, and rearranged some things. But that's what this 3-day workshop is for. So literally, you get me and Ashley. We're gonna look at your products. We're gonna look at one product at a time. look at your product you already have, making sure that it fits your niche, it fits your audience, a problem that they're currently having, any polishes, tweaks, and turns that we need to do to it. And then we're going to look at using mock-ups and messaging to really get it out there in front of your audience. And then we're going to start with that challenge of consistency. So you do get access to a Telegram group with us. You will get the replays of those workshops. And then we'll hang out with you, of course, for a little bit even afterwards to make sure that you're good and you're ready. And trust me, once you go through the flow one time at minimum, and then a couple of times after that, you really start to feel your rhythm. And then that's when it's time to approach for another product. You'll be more confident because you know what you need to do, what resources and materials that you have to make sure you do it the best way possible. And that's what we're going to use Canva and AI for, to help you with that. Okay. I see somebody just joined the Canva Academy. So welcome in. Let us know in the chat who that was. It says Andrea, but I don't know if that's your name on here. So if you want to tell us that you just joined, let us know so I can pin you. Oh, wait, I ain't been pin you, but people gonna follow you, okay? People gonna follow you. So yes, that's what that 3-day workshop is for. Those who have products but you're not making sales, or it's just sitting on your computer because you overthinking it or you don't have the confidence to put it out there just yet. By the time we're done with you in those 3 days, it's going to be out there and you will have a whole routine that you need to do to continue that consistency. Because like we was talking about the other day, you got to get it in front of people almost every day if you want to make those consistent sales.
Right. And then the thing about it is, polishing your product. Let's say you have made a journal that maybe is this stuff, right? You are a planner or something like that. But maybe it's not presented well. Maybe you need to go back into that planner and maybe we need to add some other elements to it, add some other pages to it, because a lot of people are making like minimalist looking planners or journals, but sometimes people want a little bit extra, or maybe you had it in color, but to be honest, color costs you more if maybe you're doing KDP. Maybe you just need black and white. Maybe you need to add some other stuff too. Maybe your marketing side of it is not correct, so maybe you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out about how do I tell people that this exists. Because a lot of people, that's what they are. They made the product, and for some people, the product actually looks really good, but maybe they're mocked up for the email. Maybe they don't understand the email flow, right? Maybe they don't understand, like, they know they have this product, but they don't really know who they're talking to, because they feel like they're talking to themselves. And sometimes that's the case, but that's not always the case. Sometimes we have to get out of our own way because we're not always talking to just ourselves. I've heard people say this before, like, you are the, that's not always the case. It's literally they always think. Sometimes you're the target audience years ago. My target audience is me when AI first came out. It's not me currently, right? So sometimes you have to kind of think about that too. Get out of your own field and step back and do it from the customer's journey or whatever. You know, get in the right spaces, put in the right words, and stop copying and pasting from ChatGPT. Understand how to communicate with it so that you can get the results that you want versus doing what everybody else is doing. And everybody like,
Okay, make sure. Yes, DQs. Make sure y'all follow our girl Andrea. We so excited to have you in. I will say this really quick. Once you submit your school access request, this is school. There's a desktop version and there's an app for it. Oh, you can't hear me over there? How about now? Is this better? YT, let me know. This is the web version. They do have an app as well. When you first get inside of here, I would say go to the classroom, and then from the classroom, there's this welcome module. We got some videos from me and some information on basically how to start inside of here. And then you can also go to community and use these topics to narrow down to see what our recent announcements was, questions people may have had. Just explore, right? When you walk into a new space, it's best to just look around first, check out the scenery, see what's all there before you just dive into it. That way you can be intentional of where you need to spend your time so you won't get information overload and you're not even at that spot yet. Okay. So you can do that. And then once you got a feel for around and you know where you are on your journey and what you need next, you can come to the classroom and we see all the other information in the calendars where our links is for our calls on Mondays and things like that. If you always, not always, if you get stuck anytime at all, you can always come to the community tab, write a title, ask your question, select category and do questions, right? So that way, I try my best to when I come straight in here, go to that category just to see if anybody had any questions, and then I work my way backwards from there. But that's where you can do that on that page. Okay, so welcome in. Let me do your clap. And let us know if you have any questions. Our Telegram group is also pinned. I ain't gonna scroll down because the whole link will show, but it's the third one on this community tab if you would like to join that as well. That's where our book club is. That's where our quick tip, question, information. I'm going live, you going live. Check out this content happens. Motivation. Ashley hit us with a whole video motivation chat the other day that we all needed. So that's where all that happens. Yes, thank you, girl. It is like what? Not the double tap because don't worry about it, it's still cute. But oh yeah, okay. You're so welcome. Let me pin you now so they can follow you if they haven't already. Welcome in. Welcome in. You stuck with us now, girl. So I'm sorry. So yes, that's what we have going on. So with those first off, y'all, shout out to y'all because that was a great conversation, much needed conversation that a lot of people are needing that they don't have all the time. Thank you, Brittany. Hey Renee, happy Friday. Yay. Okay, so this was our planner cover. That was a good break. That was good. Y'all, that was good. Okay, sorry. So now what you want to do to get to the second page. Oh, let me show this really quick. Because I know this is another hot question. I'm going to duplicate this page 1 second. And then I'm going to title it. Let's title this. Now my keyboard want to work. That is crazy. Belongs to. This is just how you title the pages. And the reason why you want to title the pages. So let's say, for instance, you're done with it and you want to hyperlink. When you click on this text box, hold down shift to grab your tab as well. These 3 dots will take you to link. You will click these 3 dots and go to link if you want to hyperlink anything, a video inside of your ebook, tabs on your digital product. You creating a website inside of Canva and they need to go to your listing on Stan or Beacons. It's the same way to link anything. So when you go to those 3 dots and you go to link, you had the option to do an external link by pasting it in this box, to go to a link, another document, another project that's inside of Canva, or which is usually what we do with planners, is pages in this document. As you can see, if you do not title it, it will say untitled. If you title it, it will say belongs to, or whatever you title it. This come in handy when you're hyperlinking, especially tabs, so you don't have to be squinching to see this little small thumbnail that you can barely see. And you'll be able to hyperlink it a lot faster. So you will just have Jane, Feb, Mark, on those cover pages for your months. Okay. And if anybody had a question that Ashley or I missed, feel free to ask it again in the chat so we can catch it. Okay. And yes, thank you, Ashley. Make sure y'all join our workshop, especially if you already have some products and you just sitting on it. We done with hoarding products. We're done with that. We're done. We're going to get you together because, like I said, once you get your confidence and your flow with one, you're going to feel much better when you keep going. You just need that extra push and review going forward for a confidence reasons, because that's what I be needing it for. I'll be like, Ashley, help me. This is what I got. What do I need to do to make this better, kind of thing? And it really helps. It really helps. Because a lot of people have products that be ready to go or need really small tweaks, but they decide on it for a year. I'm like, what? This was nice. Why are you still sitting on this thing? I see somebody go out there, Printify Spot. That class is tonight, and we doing physical products. That's another thing we'll be doing in this workshop. If you got print on demand items and you got them in your Printify, but that's all you got them, we're going to talk to you about your samples and how to create your marketing material. I'm telling you, that foundation is still going to be the same, y'all. It's going to be the same. So we're going to help you make sure your mock-ups look good. Make sure, you got some type of routine to create consistencies for getting your products in front of people. So, yes. All right. So that's how you're going to hyperlink. And like I said, I like doing my hyperlinks at the end because that's when I know I got everything in order. I got everything titled. And then from there, I just have to copy. So I'm highlighting it, all of it, copying it. So let's pretend like these are all hyperlinked. Then I will go to my next page, highlight, delete those, paste my ones that are hyperlinked, and send them to the back. Yes, creating digital products will sometimes be lengthy with work. That is just a part of having a business and creating products, right? The only time you can get through this super, super fast if you got a done for you product, but you still going to have to put some work in it if you want to be very intentional with it. That's another thing we're going to help people with. If they have done for you products, but it looks like everybody else, we're going to polish it up. We do not want your product looking like everybody else. I don't care if we all had the same done for you product. There's things that you can do to position yourself differently than everyone else who has that product. Yes, I can't wait for tonight. I'm ready. I know I love talking Printify. I love talking Canva. I love talking all. So I'm excited. Ouch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Glad you mentioned it. I almost forgot about tonight. Yes, we got our Printify class tonight. Hey, Lisa. Thank you for getting your heart me for today. Okay, so y'all see I duplicated this page. What I want to do now is hit R on my keyboard. And I'm going to put this in this corner. I'm going to show you a few things. And I like to show a little bit of the background behind it so it looks like it's flipped within. And I'm going to change this to white. Let's say, for instance, right here, you wanted to add your binder rings. You didn't want them on the cover, but you wanted to add them here. You wanted them on both. You can still take, and I'm going to be lazy, but these binder rings here, I went to Element, typed in binder rings to get these. And I know I'm going to have to slide this over a little bit. So let's just go over. And then we're going to take our image and we're going to go over. And then I'm going to paste those binder rings we already had. Like that. And if you ever see, you see how it makes it look like it's going through the actual page? If it doesn't look like that, then what you would need to do is, because I did the tabs last, but you would have to take your tabs and move them backwards until they look like they're going through your sheet of paper. But the fact that I did my my rings last, it put them on top of that paper. But if you would have had your rings first, let me show you that. And I'm going to duplicate this page. So let's say, for instance, I already had my rings on here. And I went to add that sheet of paper. Let me show you what happened. So now if I go add it, it's putting it on top. Y'all see that? Of my actual binder rings. So in this case, what I will have to do, let's move this over. In this case, I will have to go to these three dots so I can go to position over here. And layer, I'm going to do backwards. Anytime you do backward or forward is one layer at a time. When you do to the front or to the back is all the way to the front or all the way to the back. Okay. So I'm going to do send backwards, and I'm going to do that 3 times, if not more. Let me go to position so I can have this window open. And as I'm hitting backwards, y'all see what's happening? Those rings are coming through the paper. Because I put that sheet of paper in the right layer so it can look like it's going through it now. And that's how you can start on your second page. And then you can put, you know, this planner belongs to, with some lines here so they can, you know, put their name on their planner. I like to keep a plain page going so I can keep building on to it. Let me show this one last thing before I get off. Y'all know Fridays I'm on lunch, so it's a little shorter live than what we'll get tomorrow. So make sure y'all come back tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to keep pushing it with Canva. So let's say, for instance, one of the things you want to create in your planner, which we were so happy about, and it's that monthly page. You can now go to apps instead of having to go to elements, then table and build it out. You can go to apps now and go to the calendar maker. This is the last gem I'm going to leave y'all with today. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Hey, Nay. Hey, Gina, thank you for the follow. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to girls' night. Okay, sis. Okay, you want to take me with you? I have a PLR planner that I got for free, working on it, loosen it up. Okay, perfect. You're welcome, Miss Lisa. Hey, girl. I was showing your certificate earlier when we first started. I was so proud of you. Thank you for the heart puffs. Another one of our Canva 101 graduates, and she been in there using her skills, y'all. So I'm going to click right here on Calendar Maker, and let me show y'all those really cool things. You're going to make those 12 monthly calendar pages in no time. I should say monthly pages, not calendar pages. Yeah, it was just, I just had the certificates up. Do I still got them up? I'm confused about it too. I just realized it. Is this it right here? Hold on. Oh, yeah. See, look. That's my girl's certificate. Hold up. That's what we was doing. Okay, so now we got month. You can select the month that you want, the year that you want, and it goes all the way to 2035. Because some people be creating like 5-year planners, or they'll do multiple years or whatever. So that's what that comes in. If you have this check, it was started with Sunday. Unchecked, it was started with Monday. Is that header. So at the top of your calendar is that Monday through Sunday or Sunday through Saturday header. This is the font that it'll be, the different styles, the alignment, the size, and the color. So I'm going to change this to black because if I do white, I won't be able to see it. Shorten labels check means it's going to be MON instead of MONDAY. If you uncheck that, it'll be MONDAY for all those days of the week, okay? If you do this drop down for number, this is the actual numbers that's going to automatically be placed inside of your monthly calendar. We no longer have to do that manually, y'all. Hold on, let's clap. No longer have to do those manually. That's literally what made me stop wanting to create planners, was having to do those 12 months number by number. So we want to change this to black too so we can see it. This is the same thing with the numbers. You got font, you got styles, you got alignment. I'm actually going to right align mine by just clicking it once. So I can put it in the top right hand corner of it. And then background, I don't never like it. So I turn these all white because it does default to this color. But this is just like your rows and layers and headers having color. The header having color would be cool probably. Let's try that. But everything else, I did not like it. Let's do like a gray or something. So now, only thing you have to do is hit add to design. And you see, look at that. One click, y'all. What? Never thought we would see that day, but it's here. Shout out to Canva. Canva, shout out to y'all. Okay, so as y'all can see, it added my gray in the background. It had the size and stuff that I wanted. If I want to send this to my top right hand corner, I right align my numbers, but I need to go to spacing at the top and do this first vertical alignment option to take it up there. Okay, y'all see that? Oh, let me do something real quick. I need to multitask. Hold on. Let me know if y'all have any questions. I know y'all excited about that. If you ain't tried it yet, go try it. You'll be able to make those monthly pages in no time. Okay. Then you can also shorten this a little bit if you want your headers to be a smaller box. There's so many things that you can do, y'all. Even over here, you got your borders, you got your spacing. So if you need to space in anything, you need to space this out because you may see some that got the spacing in between it like that. They just use the spacing option that's on this left-hand side. Okay, let's say for instance you want to move on to the next month, but you want to keep the same style. You would just go to the top and change your month to April, and it's gonna recalculate it with those days. This is for that calculation of the days. Okay, then you'll add it to your page, but that is the fastest way to create those actual calendar parts for your month. Like, out my ear, for your monthly planner. I'm doing a presentation using Canva. I'm not at this stage as of yet, though. Okay, no problem. Let me know if you have any questions about your presentation. Can you make the calendar landscape? The best way I think to do that, let me see. No, that ain't gonna do it. Is to utilize. I think when I did week. So if you uncheck these, right? So let's say, for instance, I want to do the landscape one. I can do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday on one side, and then I'll come back and do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday on the other side. So it can be split. Or if you are designing on a landscape paper and you wanted it all on one page versus the double side, once this is landscape, this can stretch as long as you want it. So you see that? It's super flexible with what you can do with it. I had to make it. I've seen some like this too. That's that tall look. So it just all depends on your project, your page, or your planner. But you can have it doing that look, or you can stretch it as well and make it landscape once you got that right size. Okay. Do the spiral has to be on every page? I would, yes. If it's going to be a spiral one, then it needs to be on every page. If not, then just do without the spiral, and in general. But don't have them on certain pages. It'll make it look weird, right? Because it's supposed to imitate a physical planner, and with a physical planner, you have your rings for all your pages. So yes, that's a great question, by the way. Okay, clap for Canva listening. Love you, Professor. Love you too, girl. Yes, Bree's the best professor. Dig into that creative space. Thank you. Okay. I'm new here. Welcome in. Let me know if you have any questions. Hey, Jay. What's up, girl? If I upload an image from Element, since it's a digital planner, can the client write on it? So yes, if you want them to write on it, they would need to upload it. So you're going to save it as a PDF standard, especially if it has hyperlinks. They're going to upload that Canva Pro only. For which one? No, you can do Canva free with that calendar app. When they get your PDF of your planner, they're going to upload it to either GoodNotes, Penly, OneNote, Notability, or some type of note-taking app. And that's how they'll be able to write on it using the writing features that's inside of that note-taking app. Some people upload it to Canva and use the draw feature that's on this left-hand side. Because you got your pen, your highlighter, markers, and things like that. Or they call it tools now. That's another update. They used to call this, this is a whole nother update. Oh, sorry, I can't even see it. This has changed. This used to say draw. Now it says tools. And this looks totally different. So that used to take you straight to this. Now you got this. We got shapes. We got the lines. And we got sticky notes. The text box, table. Oh, wow. See, y'all see what I mean by Canva always updating? Now I got to update that in the guide. When is the 15th? I got tomorrow. That's new. Look at Canva doing updates and ain't telling nobody. That is crazy. Crazy work. Okay, you see? They just doing all kind of updates. Is this class going to be posted? I'm trying to keep up. Yeah, so if you go to my YT, it's at the Digital Queenpreneur. These are being live streamed to there. So if you need to go back and watch it, you can. So at the Digital Queenpreneur, it's also linked in my bio. If you click that same drop down where my stand link is, the second one is my YT. But it's at the Digital Queenpreneur. Sorry, y'all. Now I'm going down a rabbit hole. Okay. Yours still stay draw. That's another thing about Canva with updates. They roll it out in like phases. So it'll come. It'll come. How do I do hyperlinks? Whatever you're trying to hyperlink, you just would select it and then click those three dots and select link. So if I wanted to hyperlink this, I would click the text. I want the shape as well. So I'm going to hold down shift to get the shape as well. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. And then when you click these three dots, scroll down to link. This is where you can paste the external link. This is designs within Canva. And then pages in this document is your pages that's in your actual current project. And like I said, if you don't want them to all stay entitled, if you just click these three dots, this is where you can title it. Rich, can you show how you got this again? Which one, mommy, of the calendar? Last day of spring break. Yes, it's recorded on YT. And if you're inside the Canva Academy, which you are, if you go to Classroom now, this is one of the newest modules I just gave a little love into. If you go to, did I link it here? Let me see. Canva 101 live classes. I think this takes you to my main YT. Or does it take you to that playlist? Either way, you can get there this way as well. But they'll be on my YT. Can Canva be used to make an ebook? Absolutely. Yes. As a matter of fact, I'm working on something right now for ebooks. I can't say, but yeah. That's it. That's all you get. It's the DQ Canva Academy on school. And to get access to it, you just click my face here in the top left-hand corner. Click it again when it pop up at the bottom. That's Link, L-I-N-K in my bio. Will take you to my store. Okay, so you'll land here once you click on my L-I-N-K. This is the DQ Canva Academy. Make sure you use code READY, all lowercase, READY, and it'll bring that to right under $100. That's a one-time payment for lifetime access. And you can also do payment plans and still get that instant access. Once you purchase it, you will get an email with a thank you page in it with the link to request school access, okay? As a matter of fact, I think I got some people I need to let in. So as soon as y'all send y'all request, I'll be letting y'all in. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I think I got everything. This little thing is small. Thank you for this. I needed this live. You so welcome. I'm glad that it could help you. I'm really glad that this live could help you. Seriously. So yes, use code READY for the Canva Academy. If you have a product, whether that's done for you or you created it from scratch, make sure you come join Ashley and I. So you do get both of us. In a Polish to Profit 3-day workshop. Okay, and make sure you use code PROFIT. All right, I'm getting ready to get off for today. This was another amazing live. We'll catch the replay traveling back home tomorrow for a homecoming service. See you next week. Okay, perfect. I pray that you have safe travels and all is well with everything. And I'll make sure you get that email as well. So, all right, be safe. But yes, y'all have a great day. DQs, like I always say, even when life turns you upside down, do not let your crown fall. I will see some of you all tonight in our Printify class. If not, I'll be back on live tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. Yes, thank you. I forgot to tell you congratulations. Coach Matt spoke highly of you the other night. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for telling me too. Thank you. Bye, T. Thank you, Jay. Hey, Dean. Thank you for the roses. See you tonight. All right. Thank you so much, Sabrina. Bye, y'all.